Hey guys, Matthias Horrible here. Today I will be showing you how I made a Scream 6 cosplay. So let's get this video started. So a couple of years ago I got the Scream 6 mask from Spirit Halloween, and I also got this cool looking shotgun prop off of Amazon. So what I ended up doing with the shotgun is sawing off the end of the handle, and I ended up liking the result a little more after I added some tape over it. You may be wondering why I chose this little toy shotgun off of Amazon. Well, it was because it was my most movie accurate option, and it also did something really cool. A couple of years later, I decided to pick up the project again after the success of my original Scream robe that I created. A while back, I found a movie-accurate Ghostface pattern off of Etsy by a cosplayer named Chrissy Cosplays, and I decided to reuse it for this project. I ended up using just a plain matte black fabric and began to cut out the pattern out of it. Once it was all cut out, I began to sew the shoulders together on the sewing machine, and I really liked how it looked after I put it on. Next, it was time to work on the hood, so I pinned the hood in place, and I got started with that. After the hood was created separate from the body, I added the front of the hood onto it and put interfacing within the hood's front. Thankfully, the interfacing helped keep the hood's shape all together properly. Next, I updated the sleeves on the pattern so they had jagged edges at the end of the sleeves, just like the film. Once they were cut out of the fabric, I sewed the sleeves onto the shoulders of the robe. Once they were on, I didn't close up the sleeves yet because that leads me into my next part of this video. Next up is the tassels, which I updated the pattern of because the edges of the tassels needed to be more sharp at the ends. I cut out the tassels from the fabric 4 different times and then stitched them all together. I then shaved the tassels down a bit so that they would look a little bit more neat on the edges. In the film, there was more than one set of tassels on each sleeve, so I knew I had to make the extra tassels, which had a sort of mesh quality to them. I then sewed the matte black tassels to the mesh tassels, but only on the top of the tassels. Once that was done, I pinned the sets of tassels to the sleeves and then sewed them onto the sleeves. I then pinned the hood to the robe and then sewed all the way around it and finally got this really cool result. To finish off the robe, I made these custom cuffs that go under the sleeves that I could slip elastic within. Finally, it was time to reveal the costume, and I was really happy with the result. It's not completely movie accurate, but it was as movie accurate as I could get it.